We're going to be using Sumo paint. Go to sumo.app/paint, sumo.app/paint. The first thing they're going to ask us to do is to log in. So there's a sign-in thing. You can sign in with the email address, or you can, I just chose signing in with Facebook. You can sign in through Google. You can choose one of the things below, or you can actually type everything in, but log in. We want to go to Sumo Paint. We want to make a new image. Save changes to no. This is going to be my Viking. Let's make it pretty big. Let's go 400 by 400. We want the width to be 400 pixels and the height to be 400 pixels. There we go. I want to draw a Viking. Yeah, so initially that's what my pen looks like. That's a bit big. I'm going to go with pencil. Diameter, that's still a bit big. 10 pixels is huge. Let's try it at 2 pixels. That's all right. To draw my Viking, I'm just going to draw the Viking as fast as possible. So I'm just going to draw a big, huge, oval-looking head with a nose and some eyes, a eyebrow, a beard. So big Viking beard. Arr. And then some ears. If you make a mistake, Control Z, you can just go back. You can undo over here as well. There's some ears, and I want to make a hat. I'm going to give a nice fur rim here, and then I'm going to make the hat a little bit pointy, just like that. I'm going to put horns on the hat, because he's a Viking. There's one horn, and then the other horn, I'm just going to kind of overlap the hat a little bit with it. And that second horn is kind of terrible. Let's try that one more time. That's a little better. I have a little bit of erasing to do, so I'm going to go get my eraser. I am going to zoom in on our picture. Oh, zoom size here. Let's zoom in at view. Zoom in. Yeah, Control plus plus, they're saying. So zoom size, we can go to like 200%, maybe 300%. Great. That is the eraser, and it's super huge right now. It's 30 pixels. What was this about over here? 30 pixels. Let's bring that down to like, we can see it when it's super huge. It's a little bit harder to see when it's smaller. I'm just going to keep it here on that little square. And when we're 2 pixels, you can't really see it. I'm going to maybe make it 13 pixels to start, and I'm going to erase as much as I can. Just like that. I gotta zoom in on his helmet here. Under view, zoom in like that. Good. So I can zoom right in. My eraser is still a bit big. I'm going to make my eraser a little bit smaller. That's not bad. We can see the eraser and it works. I'm just erasing that part of his head. In the helmet. There we are. So that works well. Okay, so there is my Viking. Yeah, I'm missing that smile. There we are. Maybe some hair. Let's start painting them in. I'm going to go to the paint bucket tool, and I'm going to go get color. Yeah, red hair. Unless you have red hair. If you have red hair, it's red. But if you don't have red hair, it's really orange. So I'm going to go for that orangey color, and then I'm going to pick something, you know, like that. And okay, and then I'm going to fill it in. Good, that worked. And the eyebrow and the hair. So I'm going to zoom, whoops, I'm going to zoom in again. View, zoom size, let's say 300%, and yeah, so we're having some issues with, coloring it in. So I might have to actually color it. I'm having a little bit of difficulty getting this part in, so I'm just going to draw it in with the pencil tool. And fill in the eyebrow again with the brush tool. This is just a very simple cartoon drawing. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then I want to get his hat is going to be like this steel kind of gray color, something like that. Bluish, grayish color like there. And then I'm going to fill in the hat like that. Then the rim of the hat, that'll be some fur, so I'll make it a nice brown color, something like that. And the horns should be close to white, you know, so something close to white with a little bit of, I don't know, I can go with yellow, a little bit of yellow in there, something like that, like an ivory color, that'll do. The flesh tone, you can make them any skin tone you like. I am going to go with off pink. That's not pink enough. There we are. And there is my Viking. Arr. I want to crop that. We have a nice little cropping tool here. I'm just going to go crop that. That's its actual size. I want it to be a lot smaller, so I'm going to save it. File, save project as Sumo file, save to my computer. I want to save to the computer as a PNG, and I'm going to call it Viking 3 PNG. I've saved it on my computer. On my computer, I'm going to open it up and resize it very quickly. Here it is, Viking 3. I'm opening it up in preview. So when you open up an image on a Mac, automatically it opens up into preview. I'm in preview. You can go to preview and open it up. Preview's in your applications. And then we're going to go to tools and adjust size. The neat thing about this is you can make it any size you want with one dimension. So let's say I wanted to make it 50 pixels wide. It automatically adjusts the height. Okay, there we go. There's my Viking. I want to save it. Command S to save. There are a lot of free online painting tools that you can get. Sumo Paint's a pretty nice one. It's easy to use. Others are available. There's one called GIMP. I like Sumo Paint. It's pretty simple to use. Have a good day.